big convict right there.
Hello and welcome to Fishing Out Northwest. Duane and Tommy, Donlin. What do you think, Tommy?
It's the best. There you go.
I was not going to look at the line.
Living Northwest wild. Hunting, fishing is my kind of style. I float the Wainuchi when it gets hot. I'm proud of all the things that I got.
Well, hello and welcome to Fish Out Northwest. Duane England and, yep, Tommy Donlin.
Hey, man.
Hi, buddy.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you back. Yeah, I got through the holiday and we're on to the next one already. And
That's right.
on we go, man. Moving and moving. Just things do not slow down. Busy time of year.
It is busy, and I'm just trying to stay healthy.
Yeah, everybody's trying to stay healthy. Everybody I talk to sounds exactly like you.
Yeah, I know.
And at times I'm like, I think I'm, no. Anyway, we're going to get through it. No problem. Hey, I want to welcome everybody to the program today. And glad you're taking time out of your day to join us. Got a lot of great content lined up once again. And good to have Tommy back. You know, we've been out and about doing a lot of stuff the last few weeks here, Thomas. And first and foremost, I want to get back on the rivers and fish.
Yeah.
Water levels are dialed right now. We have this on and off rain and cooler temps, and water in the local rivers is absolutely tremendous right now. And fishing, you were asking me before the start of the show, how's the coho fishing? And, you know, December can still, in some of our rivers, produce good coho fishing. Steelhead are starting to trickle in. It's a great time of year to be on the water, getting into those combo days. So we got rain coming. Water's going to bump. A lot of rivers going to remain fishable condition for through this duration, but some will need to drop a little after this next event. But we don't have an atmospheric river come, so to speak.
Yeah, that's good.
We got time to go fish.
No more of those.
No more of those. Hey, if you didn't catch it last week, you know, we were down there in Ilwaco. Mario and I, we did a bunch of crabbing. Going to roll into that later in the program. But we took opportunity. Chef Zach Marins was in the house at the Tuna Club, cooked us up some crab cakes. Not just any crab cakes, Tommy, gluten-free crab cakes for Mario's sensitive tummy. And they were fantastic. Zach Marins, also known as the Marinator, right? He loves to cook. And I just gave him the chef title because he did such a fabulous job. But they were absolutely fantastic. We're hanging out there at the Tuna Club, fresh crab. 3 hours earlier, them things were in the water, and now we're eating crab cakes. It was fantastic. That sets us up for this week's Peak Outdoor Moment of the Week. Zach, what are you making?
Made some crab cakes. Everyone had a good day in the water. It's time to reap the rewards. Fresh crab. Killed about 3 hours ago. Down at buoy 10. One word of advice when you're making crab cakes: lay away.
Lay away.
Lay away. You don't want to splash yourself with that.
Now, I asked Zach for the recipe on that because they were amazing.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a good crab cake?
I mean, we just had dinner, but I'm already hungry.
Those were fantastic.
Yeah.
So what that did is it compelled me to go, hey, a couple things going on here at Fish Out Northwest. One, we started our Facebook page, Fishing Forum.
Yes.
Facebook page, Fish Hunt Northwest Fishing Forum. Go to the Facebook page, just type in, do a search for us, Fish Hunt Northwest Fishing Forum. Get on there, become a member or a follower. It's open to public for right now. We want to get as many folks on there. Great place, Tommy, for folks to join us in content contribution, discussions, post your pictures, post your videos, just make it a community hub for everybody. And what we're going to ask you to do right now is, because it's that time of year, crab cakes are on the minds of many, and we're getting through the holidays. Post up your pictures of your crab cakes and your process and your recipe. We're going to pick a winner and prize you up with some Potski's crab and shrimp fuel.
Yes.
Just for your effort. So who doesn't want to do that? More on that to come. But go to our Facebook page, go to our social medias, like, follow, do all that stuff. Get on the fishing forum and give it a follow and post up your recipe. Let's prize you up for your effort. Running down the show. Heading back to Idaho for the conclusion of our time on the Clearwater River with Toby Wyatt, owner at Real Time Fishing. Then I sit down with Toby to discuss the Clearwater, his lodge, and the up-and-coming Steelhead Expo. Next, we'll have an in-studio discussion with our very own Tommy Donlan, Puget Sound crab and squid. Well, how good is it? Our own Tommy Donlan has a first-hand report and all the intel to get you squared away. Then we're going to bounce back out there to Ilwaco, Tommy, crabbing out of Ilwaco from the Tuna Club. We'll take you from the very start on the water through the complete process to include the cleaning and the boil and the steam and a taste test towards the end. It's fantastic. Don't go anywhere. Jumping out for a break. We'll bring you back to the Clearwater right after this. Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
For more than 90 years, you've entrusted one brand to guide you towards living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Now you can entrust affiliated Better Homes and Gardens real estate professionals to interpret your needs and help you find the home in which to live your dream. Through every stage of your home buying or selling process, and through every stage of your life, there's Better Homes and Gardens real estate. Expect better.
There you go. There he is. Looking at the rocks.
Yes.
Good hook set, boss.
That was a great bite. Great bite.
You're gonna make me go back to eggs.
Now I got this one on a corky.
Oh, a corky.
10 millimeter pink Yakima bait, little corky.
Corky. Yeah.
Nice fish.
Yeah, they're a little more on the bite this morning, huh?
Seems like it. We're second steelhead and then that super cool trout you caught.
A nice trout, yeah. I could catch something bigger though. I can't bring the smallest fish to the party again. Now we're gaining on it. There's lead. There we go. Looks like a hen.
I would have thought it would have been bigger. Still
Yeah.
great fish. Probably 10 pounder. hen.
Nice hen.
Oh, that's a keeper.
It's a hatchery fish. Yeah. We'll keep that one.
Okay, cool. We're gonna keep it. Then we got some eggs to cure. Hey, John, slide your eggs over here so I can show the users what we got going here, or the viewers.
Line's clear, Toby.
There we go. Those are steelhead eggs cured with Potski borax of fire. And a little yarn ball there, and there's a zip tie in there. It kind of keeps it all on the hook. And that's been a hot ticket there.
You know what's impressive about these things? 465 miles from the ocean, and the fight, you know, they're strong. Okay.
There's a bunch of fish suspended.
You got a net, Mario?
I do net.
You ever net it?
I'm like net funicello.
Yeah. You ever net a fish in a river, Mario?
Me a river, not this river. But the water does go downstream, right?
Definitely a better bite this morning, Toby. And he's gone.
Way she goes.
Big fish?
I haven't seen it yet, but you know, they've all been smaller than I thought they were gonna be. They've been fighting hard.
Yeah, they're spunky for sure.
There you go. Work him. I think he's ready. But
There's the lid.
not as big as I thought, but still
Big
a
buck.
very nice fish.
Big red buck. There we go.
Pegged corky.
On the corky. Yeah, crazy how I grabbed that thing with just... Nicely done. Got the handle. All right. Excellent. Bye-bye.
There we go. There's fish. There's fish.
Oh, it's a runner.
Are you hung up, John? I got it.
Toby, I missed that first one, just like you said, they're right by the boat, so I literally just flipped it over the side. Hit bottom, couple bounces, and
bam.
bam.
Yeah, that's kind of one of my patented signature moves.
It's a good one.
Is the 10-second drop.
Yeah.
And it works really good in holes like this.
Yep.
Ooh. What's he
Different-
got?
You got a double? We got a fillet double.
We got a free fillet day.
Look at that. That is awesome.
Well,
Duane, you had a carcass earlier today too.
I had a fillet.
John, in my 35 years of guiding, I don't think I ever had that kind of
Fish
double.
coming up front. That's a real nice fish. She's a hot one. There you go, Mario. Wild fish. Yeah. Just put her head back down. Sorry, buddy. There you go.
Bingo.
Oh, just snapped it. Yeah.
That worked out all right.
That worked out okay. Snapped it right out. I couldn't peel the line fast enough. Come here, girl. Yeah.
Oh, that's a beauty there.
What do you think of that, huh?
Yeah.
What a gorgeous, look at the colors on that thing. Those rosy cheeks, that stripe. The bucks are cool, but the hens are beautiful,
Yeah.
right? Little fish splash there, girly. Here we go. Off she goes. Nice job,
Bam.
Captain.
Woo. So that's, how many we caught now?
4 and a...
4,
Four and a trout?
5. 5, because 1, 2, or I only got 1.
You got one.
I got 1, 2, 3,
3, 4, and a big
4,
trout.
and a big trout.
And a fillet.
Oh, and
Oh, yeah.
we got a free fillet day.
Like a zombie, basically. Color, yeah. So we got a pause.
Allied the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Sportco, an outdoor emporium, is the largest local outfitter in the Northwest since 1975, providing thousands of people affordable outdoor gear. This summer, make your next outdoor adventure more affordable by shopping at our warehouse-style pricing. We are a local Scotty dealer, offering sales, service, and repair. Located in Fife and Seattle, come visit us today. The outdoors await you.
And that is a wild fish. There we go. Starter kit. All right, there we go. Nice hand, Bill. Here she goes, a little splash. Right on.
Isn't she pretty?
Yep, they get the colors that just pop over here in the fall. It's phenomenal. Look at that sore, huh?
Little wound there.
Yeah. Okay, what's with all these A-runs, Toby?
I don't know, this is so non-typical of the Clearwater, but...
Hey, is that the same one?
I don't think so, but...
It would have bit 3 times today then. Yeah. Probably not. There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice 10-pound, 8-pound
Yeah, they're in great
hatchery.
shape for up there too.
Genetics, man.
Absolutely. How you like that, buddy?
That is awesome.
Yeah, right there.
Look at that beauty.
Look at that thing.
That is gorgeous.
Pretty.
Cool.
You turn around here.
Look at that guy.
Okay, look at me, Mario. It's at the back. Look, there you go. You're good. Thought it was a him.
The male.
Let me see.
Just super fresh for up here.
Really? Oh, you got a little bump. Okay. That's all right. All right. Excellent. Bye-bye. Those rosy cheeks. That stripe. The bucks are cool, but the hens are beautiful,
Yeah.
right? Little fish splash there, girly. Here we go. Off she goes. Nice job,
Bam.
Captain.
Woo.
Well, I got to tell you, I like this morning a little better than yesterday morning.
Yeah, weather was a lot better. Fishing was a little better.
Fishing was a little better right out of the start, man. It was like, oh, they're snapping this morning, and kind of had a good bite for a while there, and then just kind of died off. We're gonna fish half a day anyway, so the timing's okay with us. But is that kind of how the days go here? You find them in the morning, maybe find some more in the afternoon. It's not an all-day thing. Depends.
You never really know, but usually you get a couple biting periods throughout the day, usually.
Yeah. A lot of water to cover here.
Yeah.
Big river, right?
Yeah, we work 40 miles of river from Lewiston to Orfino. And then there's a bunch of fishing above too.
Yep. You got how many guys working for you or running boats on this river?
We got 6 captains on this river, and then a couple part-time guys.
Yeah.
You know, and on the busy days, we'll all be working.
Mm-hmm. So Toby, we launched basically both mornings here at the Pink House. Pretty popular, a well-known launch and facility up here on the Clearwater, and your lodge is like 15 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Pretty accommodating. How many beds you got in there?
14 beds, 5 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2 kitchens, 2 covered decks, game room. I have RV park there too. You can rent RV spots, plenty of boat parking, full hookups, and I also rent some RVs. So
nice.
We have put as many as 25 people in the lodge and the RVs.
Sounds like a party. So a full-on deal. I mean, folks can book obviously guided fishing trips with you and your crew out here. You put them in boats, and then you have accommodations close by, so they don't have to go all the way back into town.
Yeah.
And convenient. Grocery store right up the road here if they forget something, you know, to get back to the lodge. And yeah, it's just all quite the package deal. Now we're here just a couple days before Thanksgiving. Fishing gets really good January, February.
Yeah, probably better.
Probably better.
The majority of the fish, because most of our fish right now are in the slack water in Lewiston. They just mill down there all winter, and then as we get rain, little shots of them come in. And then once it comes January, February, and you start getting that glacial tint, little snow melt, that's the signal, and they just come, and it's just a mad dash through here. So,
and as we mentioned before, upwards of 36,000 this year coming to Clearwater. It's like unbelievable numbers. So January, February could be absolutely lights out. You still got room for people to book trips.
Yeah, for
absolutely.
Sure.
So you got multiple boats to get in. You got accommodations that are fantastic with everything you got going on there at the lodge. And we got the Steelhead Expo coming up January 10, 11, 12. And you attached a fishing derby to that as well.
Yep. We have a men's, women's, kids division. $500 first place, $250 second, and $100 for third. And actually, I heard today that we got a big donation, so we might even up that prize money. And that's for all 3 divisions.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
The men.
It's going to be a great time. You got the derby in the morning, expo in the afternoon, evenings. Myself, Herzog, others putting on seminars, booth space available. All kinds of good stuff going on. So I'm looking forward to that. Gets us back over here in January for some prime time fishing with real time. We're going to be fishing out of your boat for the derby, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then we're going to get to spend a few days at the expo and just having a really good time. So
yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
All right, what's the best way for folks to get a hold of you to book trips and book the lodge and get over here and have a great time?
You can go to our website, which is realtimefishing.com, and that's REEL, or call 208-790-2128.
Toby Wyatt, Real Time Fishing.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. It was a good time. We're going to jump out for a quick break. We'll be back in studio right after this.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far. A place where discovery and history thrive for young eyes and old alike. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
Start your outdoor adventure at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, 2 locations with the best selection of name brand outdoor gear at affordable warehouse pricing. Over 60,000 different items to fit in your adventure, like Gamakatsu fishing gear, premium grade high carbon steel hooks, Gamakatsu custom designed fillet and boning knives, to tackle and storage containers. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Maximize your outdoor adventure with the right gear at SportGo and Outdoor Emporium, Fife and Seattle.
Yep, for sure.
Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish.
Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh yeah. Oh, oh, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
Well, there we go. Conclusion over there in the Clearwater.
Beautiful, man. You guys hammered them.
We had a couple good days, no doubt about it. We definitely got into some fish. We had to Pierce Phil out there. We had to work for him. Day one it was a little easier. Day two, we had a good morning bite going on, and Toby's just really good at what he's doing. He's putting you on the fish, having a great time.
Yeah.
So really enjoyable, and we will be back over for that that Steelhead Expo, which we'll get into a little later in the program. And right now, you, my friend, have taken opportunity to be out on Puget Sound as of late.
Yes.
We got kind of a great combination thing happening right now. First of all, the crabbing is pretty darn good.
Phenomenal.
Especially when we compare it to even like last year.
That's
right? Way better?
Well, last year, the South Sound wasn't open. So
there is that.
In terms of like the Puget Sound, Central Sound, it's definitely better than
the fact that it's open. 10 was open last year, 1 or 2 days a week. One day, it was crazy.
It was not good.
It was horrible.
Good,
so we have that. We also have this kind of gravitation towards daytime squid jigging.
Yes.
Whereas we've gone out and done the night thing with who?
Yep. With Captain Paul Kim, the Squid King of
Seattle. There you go. Very well. And had great success and took on that whole nighttime activity and had a great time and just piled into squid. This is another year where there's so many of them. If you find pockets of them during the daytime,
it's all a sonar game, and guys are finding them in that like 80 to 120 feet. Usually during the daytime, they're down towards the bottom. Sometimes they come up off a little bit, depending on what the tide's doing.
Yeah.
But you need some extra weight to get down, right? So, the go-to rig is you're running, 3 squid jigs in line.
Yep.
About 12 to 14 inches between each jig, and they're running 30-pound mono, heavy mono between the jigs, so they don't get wrapped up as you're jigging.
That makes sense.
And then the trick is just on that bottom jig, when you need like a little 3-ounce cannonball, 4-ounce, they're just zip tying it to the bottom jig.
Oh.
And getting all the way down to the bottom, and then as soon it's pretty instant,
It's pretty efficient, and as you were describing, the heavier mono in between your jigs really is effective in keeping it straight up and down with all that movement, and you got current. And if you're using too light a line, it tends to wrap up on itself and just become a tangled mess.
Yeah, and the other thing that I'll say. That I've seen is that over the years, I remember when I was doing it in high school as a kid, we had a lot bigger jigs than we have now.
Yeah.
It seems every year we downsize a little bit. So the jigs have gotten smaller, smaller profile, and I think for the daytime when, the squid can see really well, they are totally a sight predator. And the light, on a nice day, it penetrates the water really well.
Sure.
You're running glow jigs anyway. And I think that smaller profile makes it more, friendly to that squid. That's like, I could eat that, and then I could eat another one and another one.
Are you lighting those jigs up at all, or just daylight?
No, just sending it.
Daylight just works.
Daylight works.
And
you find the skull on your sonar and you pound them.
What are you looking at on your sonar? Does it look a lot like a big cloud of shrimp?
It looks
similar.
It does look similar to that, or like a small bait school of fish.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Down towards the bottom.
Yep. Absolutely.
Got it. Yeah. Kind of cool. Here's you plan your day. You get an area in Puget Sound that seems to be crabbing pretty efficiently, and go drop them pots early. Go spend 5-6 hours, jigging up some squid, and then go pull your pots. You're probably going to find some crab. If you don't have time for the overnight soak and put the boat back in and go get them, is that achievable?
It's still productive. What I would say is when you don't have the luxury of that long soak, really what you have to do is you've got to get maximum scent dispersion immediately, right? And so that's why, you and I have talked about the Potskie's crab and shrimp fire, bait fuel.
Yep.
That I think it's key, right? Because as soon as you put your pot down, you're effectively putting scent downrange immediately.
And that's key. You're right. Yeah. That's how you're going to draw them up. It's no different than putting a bait and scent sack down for halibut or anything else, right?
That's right.
You want it down current. You want to draw them to your trap. And if you're just putting like just regular chicken and stuff in your crab trap, because that's always worked. Well, it may still work, and you may let your pot sit for 5 or 6 hours while you go jig some squid and come back and you got a couple keepers. But you could have 10 keepers in there,
right?
If you increase your scent in bait game, right?
Exactly.
I like to take, my leftover herring. The trout works fantastic. I cut all that stuff up into smaller chunks. I soak it in that Potski crab and shrimp fill and just let it absorb all that stuff.
Yes.
You put that slop into your bait cage and drop it down. As soon as it hits the water, it's dispersing those fine particulates, and it's going downstream and draws those crab.
And I got to say, by the way, this year, the largest crab I've ever seen come out of the Puget Sound
this year.
Absolutely. My buddy just got a 3.46 pounder this morning.
Oh my gosh.
Measured just under 9 inches.
That is huge.
That is unreal.
Puget Sound.
I mean, it's just like, you pull up the pot, you look in the pot, you're like, okay, that's 6 keepers. You don't even need to measure them. I mean, you can tell by looking at them, they're hard, but please check your crab. But I mean, they are dark. They got they're purple, and they're just absolutely full of meat.
They're big.
Phenomenal.
And Puget Sound is a 5 crab limit. So what we're going to do, Tommy, is we're going to jump out for a break. And when we bring the folks back, we're down in Ilwaco. We're crabbing out of the Tuna Club. We're getting some big dungies, keepers, purple backs, wide, 12 crab limit. Check this out after the break.
A Northwest favorite for almost 40 years, Arima boats are manufactured with pride in Bremerton, Washington. All Arima boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why Arima boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. Arima can offer every boat with Honda outboard packages so that you can take advantage of the reliability and 5-year top-to-prop warranty from your Honda outboard. Call or stop by Arima Boats today and let them help you get into your very next boat.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, geez, come on.
nice fish. Nice fish.
Support from Northwest Sportsmen make Federal Ammunition the world's leading ammunition manufacturer. Federal uses the industry's finest materials, giving you reliable ammunition that delivers superb accuracy and optimum performance. Northwest hunters rely on Sportco to provide the best selection and prices in the Northwest since 1985. Sportco and Outdoor Emporium in Fife and Seattle. Your journey begins here.
Hey guys, good morning. Duane England, Fish on Northwest, out here in Ilwaco. I've been back here for a while. This is fantastic. Mario Venti, of course, and Jed Stout, the winner of the Invitational this year.
It was a good year for us.
It's a good year for him. What'd you call him, Captain what?
El Crapitan.
El Crapitan.
He gets to take all the harassment we can dish out for the rest of the year.
Mario, you've been bragging about how good the crabbing is out here out of Ilwaco on the Columbia River. Invited me to come down. We're on Jed's boat. We got 8 pots. We got our new pots from McKay.
We got our new pots. We're ready to try.
Beck hooked us up. These are the Columbia River pots by design, correct?
Yeah, they are.
We're going to roll them out today.
We're going to try them out. We got our special Super Spike Potski mix.
Oh, I cannot wait to put that in. We got some good stuff.
Stuff's killer.
Paul brought some shad. We got all kinds of good stuff. We're going to try different pots, different configurations, different bait combinations. End of the day, there's a bunch of crab out there.
Can't miss.
The tide's moving. We should get going.
Let's get them. Let's do it.
Is that right? El Capitan?
Yep. Let's get them.
Let's go do this. Okay, I'm going to bring it to you. Here we go.
kind of salmon is that, Duane?
I think that's either Chinook or coho.
It's a little kind of whitish. Is that maybe a white Chinook?
No. Went bad, but it makes great crab bait.
Sending. Should we just do one that's solid shad? See how it does?
Yeah.
I like it. She gone.
Okay, now I'm gonna turn back.
These things got those big fancy scales on them.
Put weights in there?
Yeah, there's weights in there.
Got it.
Okay, you ready? She gone. Those pots are working really good, actually. Those are the new Columbia River pot from McKay crab and shrimp gear. He's got it set up where we gotta, since the river current swings these things around down here so bad, you can use those leashes that go up to the top, but down here we like to use one on one end. So ideally it swings the pot the other direction, and then these pots only have 2 doors on 2 sides. We're ready, let's do it. There we go. So this is what we want to see, gauge busters. The knot crab, so hard and full of meat, thing probably weighs 2 pounds. Gauge buster. Gauge buster. Want to go here? There's a few safety things with the Columbia River and the mouth down here. All of us are really familiar with it because we've been out here a lot, but if you decide to make the trek, it's really important to understand the current and what the river can do. It's kind of like unstoppable force meets a movable object. So this down here past the jetty, which you'll see here in a second, that thing can stand up really tall really fast. So we like to fish and crab and cross on a nice big flood tide, not on an ebb tide. So a bigger flood is when we like where we're going to cross in the summertime. That is the safest time, and you also can just listen to channel 16 and 22, but they're going to update the bar report every hour if it's bad. If it's not too bad, it'll be every 3 hours. So make sure that you check with what's going on and talk to a local or talk to a tuna club member. Everybody here's their number one deal is safety out here. Nobody wants to see anybody get hurt.
I make my living catching fish, not only as a tournament angler, but as a guide as well. Catching fish is important, and Gamakatsu hooks for me, you know, they kind of help take the luck out of fishing a little bit just because they're a high quality hook. Obviously have a really good reputation for being very strong and very sharp. Gamakatsu, I use their products every day in the boat, and, you know, big part of my success.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
That's not bad for 15-20 minutes.
There's a couple. There you go.
One. So in the Columbia River, we can have 5 3/4 for sport guys. Up in the inside of the sound's a little different. So we got all the different sizes on these gauges.
Nice.
Just let it swing. Look at that guy.
Nice.
Put the gauge on there, Jed. I mean, that's a quality crab right there, way off the gauge. Plenty of those out here. Might have to work for them a little bit today, but we're gonna get them. Yeah. Yep. Forward. Forward. And you can still see out of it. Oh, there's a swell right there. Hello, swell. Turn those. Easily. Off the gauge.
What do you think, Mario? 60?
I love it. 60. Done quickly. Had to work for them a little bit today. The weather wasn't as good as yesterday, and we had some swells moving the pots around, but once we got them kind of in a cadence, we got them good.
Yes, sir. Nicely done.
Costco, no salt. Good salt. So this is me and Jed's least favorite part of this, right, Jed?
How come?
Because this water's really flipping cold, and we got to get down in this hole and dig out all these giant crab that are trying to take our fingers off the whole time. So we're gonna get to it. We got the water boiling up at the club already. So next stop will be crab cakes. Take this bait out so the crows don't get any ideas.
It'll be fine.
So right here is where the age-old argument goes about what kind of what kind of spice you like, or how much salt in the water, or do you bring the water all the way out from the ocean and put them in?
I can smell something. You got some, so we're getting ready to boil finally. Now we've got all these crab, we brought them in, they're still alive. They're going right in the boil.
Right in the boil. So we're, in this pot here, we've got Captain Tim's secret sauce, which is pickling spice and salt.
And it smells amazing.
And this particular boil,
yeah,
it was cold here. It was like 35 to 37 degrees last night.
Okay.
So this boil is 2 days old. So it's got a lot of robust crab butter flavor to it. So all of these crabs are going to get washed out by a fresh pot of water. We already have a fortified kind of a soup going there.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So
we're just going to boil them whole, cook them, basically clean them afterwards.
Yes, sir.
Boy, these are some nice sized crabs.
Now, Jed will like to clean them first, and he's got a different recipe going to go in his pot. We'll show that in a minute. Okay. But there's a couple of different ways to do it, and there's no wrong way that I've ever found.
Sure.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
So,
in the water they go.
Right in the pot.
How long does that boil?
So it was at a nice boil before.
We're gonna crank it up.
We're gonna crank it up. So now we can't hear anything, but
that's okay.
But we're gonna crank it up, kind of after lots of testing and lots of poking and prodding people. And Captain Tim's, this is his go-to, and I think your go-to is just set it for 20 minutes. In about 6 minutes, it'll have boiled again. That'll give you 14 minutes of boiling. That'll get any of the toxins or any of the weird stuff out of the crab, if there is any. Get them nice and
20 minutes total?
20 minutes total if it was boiling when you put them in.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, we got 20 minutes. We'll come back.
Do it.
We'll come back.
Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Hey guys, I'm Big Mike. Come on down to the Edge Pro Shop and see me. We've got all the best brands under one roof. We've got Hawken, ProCure, Short Bass, Pro Troll, Yakima Bait, Get 'em Dry Jigs, Northwest Bait Scent, Daiwa Reels, North Fork Lures, North Wild, Brad's, Superfly, Rocky Mountain Tackle, and of course, the greatest rods ever built, Edge Rods.
All right, here we go. Another method of cleaning. Pre-boil. That flat shovel is extremely efficient. Wow. So you like to clean them before you boil them, Jed?
I do.
Yeah?
Usually because as soon as they come out, I can start eating.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's just cleaner.
soon as they come out, you're gonna start eating them.
Cleanup's easier. Usually, you know, by the time your water's boiling, then you're just throwing these in. It is good to have a little bit of the butter inside. It adds flavor. But I don't know. I like eating crab.
We're here at phase 2, phase 3. We've got our crab cleaned and cooked. We got another batch going over here. And these have been done for our 20-minute cycle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take them out now. And I realize that this is kind of a lot for a lot of people because we've gotten through about 10, 15 bags of ice here. But at our current facility, we've got unlimited ice. So that's kind of a nice thing. But we're gonna take these out, we're gonna dump them in here, and we're gonna let them cool in this ice bath that also has salt in it, and kind of let that happen. Then we'll clean them, and then we'll let them kind of chill out on top of another bed of ice after that. So we're being a little liberal with the ice, but you know, we've got it, so let's use it. Let's run what you brung. Just let it lay like that. Right in. Jed's got the glove. We'll get these babies buried. Well, we got our crab sickle going, so here in a few minutes we'll start cleaning them, and we'll lay them out in trays like this here, and let them finish drying out.
What do you got going? This is different.
This one's a little different. We're steaming this batch.
Okay, so you're not going to submerge them in a bunch of water.
Nope. We got about 4+ inches in the pot. We'd go a little more if we had a full pot of crab in this one.
Okay.
But this one's yesterday's mix also, and then so today I'm just going to add a little bit more of Old Bay.
Okay. That's a little.
Should be about measured out right.
That looks like about right.
And we want the bubbles all the way up, right? That's how we know we're steaming,
bubbles
right?
to the lid, and now these are all the ones that you've cracked and cleaned, right? So busting them with that shovel, that was pretty impressive.
Heck yeah, it is.
Yep, and now they're cleaned and they're going to get steamed. Just a little different way of doing it.
Something that's cool about this pot, the bottom of this basket has really cool little feet on it, so it keeps it up. So if you got 4 inches of water in the bottom,
gotcha.
The very bottom crab might maybe get wet, but the rest of them, the bubbles come up and the bubbles do the whole job.
Yeah, why do you like steaming versus boiling?
Taste preference, I think.
You think it tastes better?
I think so.
Okay.
Another thing about steaming that a lot of people really enjoy is it takes about a third of the time to get your steam going as it does to boil your crab. It also takes less time to come back up to steam. So,
all right, well, I think before everybody grabs their crab and leaves, I'm going to have a full-on taste test between the two different
taste battle.
Taste battle.
It's
how long is this going to take?
About the same.
20 minutes. All right.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, here's Jed's. The big reveal of stainless chef Ilwaco. Look at those. Old Bay, salt. In the steam. There we go. And Jed, you like to throw them right on top and mix them in versus the water?
I mix them right into the ice. There's like your recipe over there. You know, that water, it's got a bunch of flavor in it. This one is easy.
Oh, look at that. It's too bad you can't put smell through the camera because it smells real nice.
Mario, I got to tell you, I think Jed in the steam option, pre-clean steam, slam dunk with a shovel, all his prep work. Yeah, it's pretty tasty stuff. This is, I'm not complaining. I just think this has a little different flavor to it. So, but either or.
I don't think there's a wrong way to do it.
There's not a wrong way to do it. And the best part of this whole entire deal is we literally, I mean, these crab were in the water 3 hours ago. Brought them in, boiled them, steamed them, seasoned them, cleaned them. Now we're eating. Yeah, it is amazing.
Paul and Mark left because all they wanted was sea salt, and that's a great way too. I mean, the old
option,
the old
right?
trusty. So
yeah, for sure. So down here in Ilwaco at the Tuna Club, appreciate the invite. Jed, outstanding job. I mean, we're out there just driving in circles, pulling pots, and
that's what we do.
Loading the box. Unbelievable. Your limit is 12. To Mario's credit, you know, if you're not familiar, get online, do a little information search, contact folks down here at the Tuna Club, always willing to bring you safety advice, teach you how to be out there in that area. Generally, we're out there fishing crab at buoy 10, essentially. We're at the buoy 10 marker, at the mouth of the Columbia River, and pick your weather windows. Do it safe, and here's your reward. So, all right, gonna do it for us here in Ilwaco at the Tuna Club, jumping out for a quick break. Gonna be back in studio right after this. All right, welcome right back into it because gonna run a little short on time, but holy smokes, that was a quick outing and slam dunk, got it done.
That's phenomenal. And you said you like the steamed crab better too.
I think that steam process that Jed was doing had better flavor overall than the boil.
Well, and when you do just the body and the legs,
yes,
it exposes all of that meat to the
correct.
seasoning,
Yes.
Right?
There's that, and you're not boiling it in its own guts.
That's
right.
right.
You're not
That
bathing
too.
in its own
That
guts.
too.
So, all right. So, successful outing nonetheless. And again, we've been just all over the place. Idaho, down to Ilwaco, just moving around, getting a lot of stuff done, bringing you guys a lot of great content. It's what we'd love to do. So, before we get out of here, I want to remind everybody, Steelhead Expo is coming up over there in Idaho, January 10, 11, 12, Friday 4 to 8 p.m., Saturday 11 a.m., 6 p.m., and Sunday 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we'll be over there. And I have 3 seminars to do, one each day: drift fishing, bobber dogging, and flossing. Know the difference, Tommy. And then, of course, curing eggs for steelhead and curing coon shrimp, the #1 coon shrimp cure. We're going to bring that to you. So we'll be over there for 3 days. Steelhead Expo coming up. We'll remind you multiple times before we get there. Great opportunity to come on over, enjoy all it is about steelhead fishing. Lots of seminars. Herzog, handful of other folks will be there. Toby's going to be there. The derby going on, catch some fish, win some prizes. Great time, kind of a pre-event before the Puyallup Sportsman Show. Yeah. So anyway, all right, winding it up, getting out of here. Get out and get something done. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next time. Fish on Northwest.